Hello, I'm Ruby Lopez.
And I'm Brendan Moran, and welcome to Creek Currents. On today's episode, I get to check out a live beehive at the Lindsay Wildlife Museum. Plus, we'll check out a program that's teaching kids life skills and how to play a round of golf.
But first up, I got involved in a great cause myself when I pitched in for Walnut Creek's second annual Community Service Day.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, we are here on a beautiful day and it is the beginning of Walnut Creek Community Service Day. Now I'm chatting with Cindy Silverman. You are council member and co-chair of this event, right?
That's right.
So talk to us all about the event that's happening today.
Well, we have 45 projects all over the community, everything from schools and libraries to gardens and open space areas. And we have over 1,000 volunteers.
Okay.
So we have this powerful human energy going on, which is really fabulous.
How important is it to have so many people involved and to have this event for the community?
You know, I think it's truly reflects what Walnut Creek is all about, which is really working together as a community to make the community better. And this is a way to harness all that energy on one day to really make it feel like we've had a huge and big impact on the community. And it's also a way for people to get to know a project or an organization they've wanted to learn about but hadn't really had an opportunity to do. And so that's what also makes it really wonderful.
Yeah. Well, I'm really looking forward to checking out all of the different locations and all of the sites and everything that's happening today. So thank you so much for all of your hard work and helping to organize this event.
It's my pleasure.
Whistle while you work. I'm here with board member Craig Lee, and you're the board member at the Equestrian Center, right?
I am, yes.
So you are here a lot.
I am.
So talk to us about what's happening today here.
Today we've got a great group of volunteers, a lot of families that are helping us out. It's going to look super when they're done.
Very nice. So tell us a little bit more about the Equestrian Center in general.
Equestrian Center was actually started in 1968, and it's been an all-volunteer effort since the beginning, and it's been run by volunteers ever since. So it's 40 years.
Wow, that's a long time. So in 1968, started with volunteers. Here we are in 2012, making it beautiful again with volunteers.
That's right, and the next generation of volunteers. I mean, there are a lot of young ones out there painting away.
Yeah, well, you're here often, so how important do you think is it for all of you and for these beautiful horses behind us that this event happen every year?
It's great. It's a big help to us. We don't have enough volunteers to make this happen, and without the help from the community, Walnut Creek wouldn't have this.
So we're here now at the Rossmore Garden Center, and we're here with the president, Ernie Blanchette. So talk to us about all the activities going on today.
Well, we're very pleased to have so many volunteers coming in, help us put the garden together the way it should be. And you can see that all these wheelbarrows here and all this wood chips going on the paths and so forth, and all the weeds coming up. It really is quite helpful.
Lots of important elbow grease work going on today, right?
That's a lot of it, yeah.
Okay, great. What do you think that I should try or help out with when I'm here today?
While you're here today,
what can you use
you can
help
come
with?
down and clean up my garden lot.
Okay.
Yeah, we can take all the old tomato plants out and so forth.
Do you need some help with that here today?
Oh, well, yeah. If you've got nothing else to do.
Well, I brought the gloves. I'm ready to work,
okay,
Ernie.
We'll work.
Okay. So we've got the delicious tomatoes that were harvested recently. And then we have the ones that need to go. You think I can get this whole thing in there? Sure. All right. Oh, okay. We're at the Shadeland Art Center now. I'm standing here with Doug Rowe and a giant art project behind us. Now this is also for Community Service Day, so talk to us about what's going on.
Well, I've got a crew of about 9 this morning, came in, and they're all excellent. I mean, it's a wonderful group. I had some folks who just immediately went took on the tile element on the tongue and
Okay.
have been just added. I've got somebody breaking glass, I've got somebody actually placing the glass, and I have a wonderful crew of painters as well. As you can see, we're multicolored, and people are still at it. We've been at it since about 8:30 this morning.
Now you
So
said tile work and giant tongue, but maybe if they can't see it all, they don't know it's a giant frog behind us,
it is
right?
a giant frog. This giant frog has a life of its own.
Okay.
It started about, you know, I don't have the set date, but I would say 6 years ago, and it sat here because we couldn't finish it. We didn't have enough time to finish it. So this was a perfect opportunity to Community Service Day.
Perfect.
Get volunteers in here and just do it right.
Perfect. So this is the evolution of the art
evolution
frog,
of the frog.
or the revival of the frog.
Well, and I have a feeling,
Okay.
you know, with the group here that they're talking reunion, they're talking about a benefit, I don't know.
Wow.
Getting back together and, you know,
So Community Service Day revived the frog
revive the frog.
and started a new tradition.
That's right.
How big of a help is it to have Community Service Day and all these volunteers?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. I couldn't do it without this group.
We love Community Service Day. I like Community Service Day because we get to spend time outside and make new friends.
Good work.
Well, I had a great time here at Walnut Creek Community Service Day. We got so much accomplished with the help of all of these amazing volunteers, including collect over 4,000 pounds of food for the food bank of Contra Costa and Solano. We had a great time, right? Yeah! Now, there are lots of great local nonprofits that can use your help all year long. So if you'd like to get involved, just visit the Volunteer Center of the East Bay to find out how you can help.
And one of those great organizations is the First Tee. Let's find out why it's good to get in the game.
If you're over 7 years old, how hard can this really be? Put this ball in this hole. Hi, I'm Dan Ashley of ABC 7 News and First Tee board member. Take a swing at it. This little ball can take you a long way. Think of sand without the beach, driving without a car, a very big classroom without any walls. Come play around. You will start on the first tee, but who knows where you'll end up. You can step up to the first tee. It really is easy. We supply the golf course, driving range, golf clubs, and instructor. You get golf lessons and life skills to prepare you for college and the 21st century workforce. Things like interpersonal skills, goal-setting skills, self-management skills, resilience skills, and so much more. That is why golf is so much more than just a fun game. For more information or to register, call 855-267-8347 or visit our website, www.thefirstteecontracosta.org.
First Tee does offer tuition assistance for those unable to afford the program. So if you'd like some more information, just visit them online.
And besides the golf course, another great place for kids and adults to enjoy the great outdoors is the Lindsay Wildlife Museum. And I made a beeline over to their new exhibit, Hive Alive. I'm here at the Lindsay Wildlife Museum, and today I am going to get a behind-the-scenes tour. So come on, let's go. I'm here with Michelle Setter. She is giving us the lay of the land here at the Lindsay Wildlife Museum. Michelle, there's a lot going on here right now.
There is. There's always a lot going on over here.
What can we see first?
Well, if you're a visitor coming in, you would come into this wonderful exhibit hall and you'd see a lot of animals up close and personal. We have native California wildlife here. Most of them can't live in the wild anymore because of some type of disability, and it gives you an opportunity to get up and close and personal with native California wildlife.
How many birds are we talking about?
We have a wide variety of birds here at the museum. Majority of them are raptors, so hawks, owls. We even have a couple eagles here. So we do have a lot of birds here. We also have a gray fox and a ground squirrel. So there's a lot of variety in the animals that you can see here when you come visit the museum.
And a lot of these are big, good-sized birds, right?
Eagles are big, yeah, and we have special programming with them. So if you join us at 1 o'clock on a weekday or on the weekend, you'll have a special opportunity to either meet our bald eagle or our our golden eagle.
Tell me about some of the programs that you have.
For visitors, we have a wide variety of programs. We have a few programs where you'll get to meet a hamster or a rat, and you can actually touch them. We bring snakes out into the exhibit hall. We have special feeding demonstrations as well as training demonstrations with many of our animals as well.
Now, this museum runs with the help of a lot of volunteers, right?
We couldn't do it without our volunteers. We do have a staff, a small, part-time and full-time staff, but we rely very much on volunteers, whether it's to help us with education programming in our wildlife hospital or to help us care for the animals that live here at the museum.
You've also made a new special addition to the staff, is that right?
We now have a curator emeritus. Gary Bogue has joined us. He used to actually be my job way back in the day. He was the curator here in the 70s, and so he's has a long history with the museum, and we're very excited that he's joined us as curator emeritus.
There's also a hospital here, so to speak, right?
We have a special hospital just for wild animals, and our hospital is open every day. We don't get breaks, and we treat a wide variety of native California wildlife.
Where do the majority of your animals come from? How do they end up here?
Well, Good Samaritans in our community will find an injured or orphaned animal, and they'll give us a call, and we can help you determine if it should come into our hospital or not. But most of the animals come from the Good Samaritans in the community that want to help them out.
And you're doing a lot of work to make it a lot more sort of museum-y, I guess, right?
We're standing in our Raptor exhibition right now, and this has been only open for about a year. We also recently opened a new wildlife hospital exhibit, so it allows visitors to see what we do behind the scenes.
Now, you clearly get a lot of school children that come through here, right?
Yep.
Are there programs for them in the mornings? Can you tell me how that works?
Yeah, so during the school year we have special tours for various school ages. And they come here and they have different programmings according to California science standards. And they learn about nature, they learn about adaptations, and they come here to the museum to do that.
All right, we're at the newest exhibit here. It's called Hive Alive, Michelle.
Yes. It is a functioning beehive.
I'm safe standing where I am, right?
You're absolutely safe where you are, and that's what's really super cool about this whole hive that we have here. It's plexi, and it allows you to see what the bees are doing, and it keeps you perfectly safe. They can't get out.
The bees can get out, though.
Yes, they can, and that's very important. This is a functioning hive. It's a small hive, an observational hive, but it functions just like a regular hive would. And this right here allows them to go in and out. So the bees, you can see here, going in and out. They're going out to look for nectar and pollen, and then they bring it back to the hive.
There's a queen in here somewhere, right?
Yeah, let's see if we can find her. Ah, she's right here. You can see her right there. She's marked. She's got a little white dot on her, so it allows easier to find her. And she's busy laying eggs in the hive.
So they've made honey up here, right?
Yep.
And then down here they're doing God's work, so to speak, right?
They're taking care of any eggs that may be there or the larvae. So this is kind of the brood area of the hive.
So tell me, who put this all together?
So we worked with the Mount Diablo Beekeepers Association to create and install this beehive. We have a beekeeper from the association that's helping us maintain the hive, and they were very integral in getting this built for us. So it was a great partnership with the Mount Diablo Beekeepers Association.
I'm here with Lauren Baer. He's the executive director of the Lindsay Wildlife Museum, and he's going to tell us a little bit about history. This has been here for a while, huh?
We have. Lindsay Wildlife Museum has been here since 1955 here in Walnut Creek, so we really have a long history. Obviously, it was started by a guy named Alexander Lindsey, and he was somebody who just really had a passion for kids and animals, and started just small programs and camps and that kind of thing, and pretty soon it grew into a larger and larger museum. We've been here in Larkey Park for over 20 years, in this building that we're in for about 20 years. And yeah, we see people who came as kids, who brought their children, who now bring their grandchildren to the museum. So it's really a generational thing, and it's been part of our community for all that time.
The community around here is very important to Lindsay Wildlife Museum, right?
It really is, and you know, we are supported by our community. We're here in a neighborhood in Walnut Creek, so we really feel part of our neighborhood and part of the greater community. People have been coming to us for so many years in appreciation of us. We get a lot of support from the community. We get some support, a small amount from the City of Walnut Creek, which we really appreciate, but the vast majority of the funds that really provide for our programming come from people like you, who are generous and want to support the great work that we do. And so we're always so grateful to the community for that tremendous support.
And people can become members here, right? They can walk in and take advantage of what the museum has to offer, but they can also be a part of the Lindsay Wildlife family too, right?
One of the great ways of supporting the museum is the membership, and it gives benefits back to the members. They can come in and visit with us anytime they want and take a lot of programs and do a lot of things for a discount, go to our store. And we have actually more than 5,000 families are members of the museum. So it's really a great way for us to have a relationship.
Now I know you're the executive director, Lauren, but do you ever get your hands dirty and cut up some food for some of the birds you got back there?
Well, you know, the people back there know what they're doing, and they also know that I'm probably not very safe with any sharp instruments, and so I watch what they do and learn. I'm still learning every day when I come to work, because we have so many people who are such great workers, and they really know what they're doing. I'm awed by what they do, and I get to learn from them.
They really are. Thanks, Lauren.
My pleasure.
Okay. I had a great time today at the Lindsay Wildlife Museum. If you want to find out what's going on, they've got a ton of great programs. You can always go online at wildlife-museum.org. Also, during the month of November, the Lindsay Wildlife Museum will be hosting an informal speaker series on select Tuesday afternoons with curator Gary Bogue. So head on over to the museum with a cup of coffee and your questions for Gary.
And don't forget, the Walnut Creek Model Railroad Society is also holding their annual holiday train show in select dates in late November. So you can visit them online to find out those dates and bring the whole family for some fun.
We'll see you next time on Creek Currents.